Stephen, as performances go from Brora this season, that was certainly up there. An absolute domination here at Victoria Park against Buckie Thistle.
Well, I don't think it was pleasing on the eye. I think that the pitch made it difficult to play, but I think you're spot on in terms of it was a very good performance. It was dominant for large parts of the game. I felt that we were fairly comfortable for most of the game. We were trying to play in the right areas, but again, the pitch did make it difficult. But you know, we've said before, we've got a poor record here. Really not great at all. So to win first and foremost is great. To keep a clean sheet is brilliant. And then to come in and see other results going our way was also very satisfying. So yeah, a great afternoon for the football club.
And first for James Anderson, you did say in his last interview it wouldn't take him long, and it certainly didn't. It was early on the clock and it was a powerful header.
Yeah, it was never going to take him long, was it? I was really happy with his performance on Wednesday. You'd always felt that if he got a chance, he would take it today. And to be fair, Buncey's put it on a plate for him. I don't expect James to miss that, but he certainly made sure that it went in the back of net, and that's why we brought him in, to sniff out chances like that are like, I love those kind of goals, back post, poachers goals. You just anticipate where the ball might end up, and he was right place, right time, good header. A couple of other chances that he'll probably be frustrated that he didn't take, but I'm just, he's bedded in really well, which we knew he would, because he's a good player and he works his socks off. And I think I said that on Wednesday that it becomes infectious, and we all worked our socks off today. We had a tough game on Wednesday, a tough game today, but to win both games, score 5 goals and keep 2 clean sheets it's a very good week for us.
A phenomenal performance across the board this afternoon, but to kind of highlight maybe your front four as potentially really dangerous opponents. Connor Bunce, especially on that left hand side, was having an absolute field day. Yeah,
Buncey looked dangerous on Wednesday night, and that was the reason I kept him in the team, because he did look dangerous, and you always thought that he would maybe have an influence on the game, but he looked dangerous, as did Tony and Shane, and James was just up there putting his body in the way, being a bit of a pest, linking the player, and I thought we did link the play very, very well. I think we're a little bit unlucky to only be going in half-time 1-0 up. The chances that we created and the opportunities and the areas that we got into was really, really good. We said at the second half-time, that the second goal was important, and to go and capitalise on our dominance and one start to the second half. And great finish from Shano, and put us in a very, very strong position. They get a man sent off, and we're in control of the game. And I think I said at full time that that's the only kind of blot in our performance was just we switched off. I feel not just Coops, I think is generally as a back four in the midfield, we just switched off and allowed that ball to be played through, and then we've reacted, and Coops has been caught out of position. I don't think I've got any complaints with the red card. DV looks like his last man, so but if that free kick then goes in, it becomes a total different game, and we wouldn't have deserved that position or that situation. So I'm glad it's hit the post, but it's still a little reminder that doesn't matter how in control and dominant you are in a game of football, it can change like that, and it can change so quickly. And it's important that when we are in a dominant position, we don't allow opposition back in, and we almost let Buckie back in to a game that we really wouldn't have deserved to lose. So I'm not saying we got away with it because our performance merited the win, but it's just something that we need to be mindful of, that in games of football you just need to always be concentrating.
Fantastic defensive performance yet again from Connell Ewan, as well as the whole back line, but that's 2 clean sheets and 2 for him.
Connell's been phenomenal since he's come in. Again, we took him in for that specific reason. He gives us aggression and presence. Bling's lost the header all day, and he organises, a very, very good talker, and he organises really, really well. So delighted with how he's fitted in, and really happy with his last performance in particular. And again, like the James Anderson thing, it becomes infectious when you've got boys that are working hard, all over the pitch. And Connell's he's a serial winner. You could tell how he barks and organises. He doesn't like losing goals, which I love about him. So good performance from him, but if we could go through the whole team again, there were some really excellent performances, and I'm just thrilled that we've managed to get 3 points.